finally Sunday, upload day. Yeah, so it's Sunday for me as well. I have had a couple of busy weeks, and thanks to all of you who checked in on the live stream last Sunday. That was fun, and I had no idea that it would be. In fact, I was petrified about just going live and having to talk and make sense. Anyway, if you didn't check in, completely forgivable. I did tell you, or I did update you about all the things that had happened. And one of the big things was a local guy called me, and he's like, "Hello, my name is such and such. And I drove past your farm and I saw the tractor of my dreams." Yes, apparently my old Massey Ferguson 590 is someone's dream tractor. And he said, "Is there any chance that you would consider selling it?" I said, "In fact, I have been thinking about upgrading to a four-wheel drive since I do a lot of work with the front loader, and obviously the two-wheel drive is not very suited for that." And I said, come and have a look, see if you like it, and then we can talk about it. So he and his wife came down, and he turned out to be a real motor enthusiast, and he was head over heels with the old tractor. And we agreed that he could buy it. We agreed on a price that was basically the same as what I purchased it for. And that meant that I could just start looking for a new one straight away and have the funds to buy a new one. But I didn't want to just get the first one I saw, like I did the last time, or the first time. And so I asked him, "What kind of tractor do you think I should get?" And I told him, various things I need to use a tractor for around the farm. And he had some suggestions, some concrete suggestions for makes and models. And a few hours later, he sent me a link to an ad. The tractor looked nice, and it was just over an hour away. So I decided to go and have a look. And since I now had a new friend who was really into tractors, that buyer came with me. And that was really helpful because he knew all the things to look for, and lifted the front of the ground and checked the front axle and all the electric systems and wirings and everything. And I test drove it. I really liked it, and I bought it. So that escalated quickly. So here it is. And I know what you're thinking. Surely that cannot be a John Deere. It is yellow. It most certainly is yellow. But it hasn't always been. If you look closely, you can still find some spots they missed, or where the new paint is flaking off. And as it turns out, this tractor was government owned, or not government, it's commune, council, county. Anyway, it's been in public service And I guess they needed all their vehicles and machines to be one color. I don't know why else they would do it. So let me give you a little tour. Yes, Massey Ferguson. No, John Deere 2250. 4-wheel drive. It's from 1988. It's looking pretty good for its age. When you get closer, you will see that it's not the prettiest thing. It's got a bit of rust, although maybe less so than you would expect. And it's pretty. It's in used condition, let's say that. But the engine's looking tidy. It's got a pretty powerful front loader with third function hydraulics, which is great because now I can use my bale transporter. Lights are working. The PTO is working. And it's got the thingamabob that I was missing from the Massey. Now, let's check out the interior. Actually looking pretty tidy. So this is a typical problem with the 2250 or John Deere. The interior kind of disintegrates as it ages. Oh my God, Toby, you stink. Oh, he was rolling around in something. An A-track. And PTO, indicators, lights, various lights, horn, brakes are good, clutch is good. We got gear shift and what do you call that? And then you got the front loader control, and you got the control of the back 3-point hitch, and that's it. It's a lot more spacious, and it felt a little bit more intimidating. The tractor felt much bigger than the previous one, although it's not really that much bigger, but it's a bit longer, but it's actually much easier to drive. It's a much smoother ride, and it feels more stable, turns much better. Yeah, so far so good. I like it. So today I thought we should start with some fencing. Let's do that. We are on a road trip, my friends, which is why it is difficult to get a video ready for tomorrow. We are headed to Skåne, very south of Sweden, and that's about a 5-hour drive, and we are doing it because many months ago I reserved 3 ewe lambs from a very reputable breeder, also Suffolk breed. Now this was before I knew about the whole barber pole worm situation. So if I had the choice today, I might not have gone for it, but I don't want to back out of a deal. So here we are, on our way to Skåne. I got a horse trailer behind me here that I borrowed from a good friend since my trailer still isn't road legal. And we are watching other cars whiz by, since in Scandinavia, I don't know what it's like in the rest of the world, but you're not allowed to drive faster than 80 kilometers an hour if you are pulling a trailer. So it's taking some time. Anyway, 5 hours one way. There's just no way I'm going to go there and back in one day. So Toby and I are on a road trip, and we are going to find somewhere to camp overnight so that we can pick up the sheep tomorrow morning and head back. We managed to park just before dark, so now we're gonna see if we can find somewhere to pitch our tent. Mini adventure. And he's killed everything. 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 Except for the little chicks. And those 2 brown ones I got yesterday. So I know that some of you said I should have put reinforcements underneath the entire chicken run. Now this is true. I just didn't have the capacity to do that. So, but in either case, the fox didn't get in through the chicken run. It went inside the barn here, and it's been digging underneath the actual structure of the chicken coop, and it made its way just about under the middle of the coop, where there's a small hole in the floor. Now meet the new gang. I thought I didn't have a lot of chickens left, so I had agreed to take over a whole flock of chickens, which is the same breed that I already raise, Hedemora. And this lady had a group of 12, and she was getting allergic to the dust. So I offered to take them. Lo and behold, now they are the only adults that I have left. These are the little chickens that you might remember from earlier. We hatched 12 chicks and 6 ducklings. The fox killed all the ducklings, but it left the chicks alone for some reason. I guess they weren't big enough for him. Now, here's a cockerel. He's apparently really good with the ladies, but he has some huge spores. I think he's like 8 years old or something, so they've probably been growing for a while. So I am going to try and remove them. And there you have it. That's much better. I'm just gonna disinfect it. The other one's not too bad. Look at the size of this.
Saw you through a window, you were with somebody, but you look so damn alone. So I sent a message, asked you how life has been. I am braver through the phone. It's been a long time since you were all mine. In the wilderness, that's where I've been. After a long night and some red wine, could you see me like that? Do you see me like that?